is good to do. I feel happy to be out. You know, this one is a good treat. Eh? Yes, just to treat ourselves to go out to breathe this fresh air, which is very, very, very good, and even to our health and to our upgoing. Eh? I have thought for a number of years. I'm about to retire next year. I'm retiring. Eh? That's the next year, December 2020, I will not be there. I will not be in class, inshallah.
Inshallah. She'll be in another class.
I will be elsewhere. I will be elsewhere. I will be out of the government. You know. Now, I am about to leave you because we have another function. So I will leave you to continue. But we shall be joining some other time, God willing. Eh? Now, an advice to these young ones, and everyone is young here. What can we say? The oldest. That you feel that you are very old. You are not yet old. You are still young. Eh? There is time for everything, and it is good to use these early years. If I can tell you about my education, you can even laugh and say, what is wrong with this woman? After standard 7, there's a man. I stayed for 5 years. Nobody to take me to school. Why? I had parents, but I became a mother at the age of 17 years. So I had to discontinue with the school 5 years down the line. I started working. I was a house girl, and among one of my employees, a Canadian, felt mercy and asked me, Neri, where did you reach school? I said, I dropped in class 7. Would you like to go back to school? I said, yes. What he did, he paid junior, it was called junior KG, it was Form 2. In Form 2, after 5 years staying home, after 5 years, I did that one for the KJC. I passed the degree, mathematics with a C, geography with a C, English with a C. All the others I failed. So I passed the degree, and the pass mark to get a certificate was supposed to be 5 subjects. So he said so many people they are going through the classwork, and they were not getting what you did. So I want you to go back to class. So I was taken to class from 3. So I did not learn Form 1. I never stepped a class in Form 2. I joined in Form 3. In Form 3, I learned for 2 years. That was in 1983. I did Form 3, and in Form 4, in 1984, I had a strong dad division. People were willing to push me up. Now, I was taken in college. And now, paying my school fees was not a hand. So I went to college. Then after college, I was taken. We were absorbed in the ministry. So I became a teacher now. For all those years from 1988, I had been teaching. I did not stop there. I joined 2004. I decided to go back to class. I went to KU. I did BEd, special education, and religious studies. When I was in KU, is when I knew that there is Islam. There is that introduction to Islamic. There was Hindu, there was ATR, and Christianity. I was already a Christian. So when I learned about now the introduction to Islam, is when I decided to do Islam. So there is a lot good in Islam. So I said I wanted to know about this religion. So I did the Islam IRI. I did, and after I graduated, after finishing, is when at home I decided there was a pull in me. Now I have already known. I don't feel to be in Christianity. I don't want to be longer in Christian. So I decided to join to be a Muslim. A force was pulling me. So I just decided, and I moved to go and look for Islam. Yeah, next to me, where I was staying, there was I asked whether there is a mosque near or Muslims. I was told there is a mosque about a right longer distance, and I went there. I went asking. I was told this is the mosque. Just next to the mosque, there was a lady, and it is still there with a kiosk. It's called Mama Hamza. So I went to the kiosk. Mama, akamwambia habari mama. Sema, sorry sana. I want to become a Muslim. She was very happy. She opened the gate and I entered. So we talked. She called her daughter, Shahada. I said it. I was told to go and bathe. And now that is under the process. And there I became a Muslim. She directed me where I should go to learn about Islam. I went to Jamia Mosque. That is where I learned. Then I started now learning, adding on what I had learned. On what I had learned now in university. There are those basics which I had not seen them anywhere else in about Islam is what I learned in Jamia Mosque. I did the basic. I also did the advanced. Now the religion, that study of the religion, that the practical part of it is now what I learned in the Jamia Mosque. I later joined Mount Kenya University for my master's, and now this is where I came closer now to Daktari. I came closer now to him, and he has been a good friend to me. We have done more. He has even taken me far. I have flown with the airplane very far to Ethiopia. I landed Ethiopia through him, and Alhamdulillah, I am still practicing, and I'm happy to be a Muslim, and I wanted to work and die a Muslim. Yes. Now, career, in the career form, whatever you are doing, perfect it. Eh? What you have started, continue. Are we together? And work hard. God is always with us, and He will give you according to His will. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Before Sister Afon comes in, you see, it's good to meet. People don't know. Meetings are very important. You know, many Muslims take many things for granted. I'm talking about Muslims first, because personally I do counseling sessions, and counseling sessions sometimes they are very basic things. Many times we don't do much, but when I counsel Christians, these children of Wazungu, they give me 3,000 per hour, and sometimes they add me. The children are so happy, come again, they give me even 5,000. But when we meet as Muslims are known, sorry to tell you, but it's a true story about Kenya especially. They take things for granted, you know. They take things for granted, and there is a lot I'll talk about to Muslims. For example, when I look at the number of the first students in the country, I cry. It's not a joke. For some people, it's nothing. To me, it's something. From 1 to 20, there's no Muslim student. It's a big problem, brother. I think you realize that.
Yes.
To me, those are things I look at. But you see, Muslims have not yet known who is better in them, who can assist their children, and that's why some of the students who come top 20 there, I can know some of them who came to me. And they have been coming to me. I've been their mentor. Their parents tell me, be the mentor for our children. They bring them to me many times to talk to them. When you come to the University of Nairobi, many times there are many Christian parents who come with their children. They tell their children that I should tell them my story, because her story is like mine. Now the story she gave, she has never told me. You see, that's why it's good to meet people. Her story and mine is the same. Me, I didn't go to secondary school. My parents, my father died when I was young. My mother had many challenges. And I entered Form 1 in third term. Form 1, third term. Those times were good. Right now, if you don't go by first semester, your place is gone. Those times, they could wait for you. So I went Chicago Boys High School, Form 1 in third term. Form 2, I studied for 2 weeks. And I dropped out of school because of school fees. Alhamdulillah, I became an imam for many years, and now I returned back to school in Form 4 to sit for the exam. And I thank God. People who hear where I am now, many of my friends keep on saying that he bought the degrees. Many. You know, they can't understand it. How can someone, for you, you go to school 4 years, you are there every time, then you get a D. It's a shame, but you know, God, I always say, I don't like saying it. Many children don't feel good when he say it. But I think what they don't have is motivation. You know, if you have motivation and dedication and commitment, 3 things, motivation, dedication, commitment, you'll get anything in this world. Anything. But if you don't have those things, you cannot go anywhere in this world. Her story is, and mine is the same. Now, I'm a PhD holder. I thank God. I'm back to school. I'm taking law now. It's a journey. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. To my family, to myself, not easy. Right now, I'm supposed to be in Mombasa. But I can't go because I'm supposed to go back to court on Monday for clinicals. That's how education is. It's not easy. I want to be in Mombasa, but I have to be in court. And that's why we need always to meet with these youngsters. There's a lot they don't know. You know, they take things for granted. Your mother pays for you school fees. You go back home. Unakuja KIFLAPS, unacheza. We just look at you and say, maskini. But what we have learned from her, please take it. And inshallah, may Allah bless you, Sister Fatima. I must thank you so much because you have been with me along the journey. Because even as you go up, you still need people who appreciate you to keep on appreciating others. Because there are many people we assist in this world who will never come back even to say thank you. My people know. People come to my house even on Saturday. You can come on Saturday at home, you find even 10 people waiting for me outside. Everyone with their own problems. Some with debts, some with this. You assist them, some even disappear. And one story before I finish, there is a person who used to come to me every time. He had a lot of problems. 2 people. One of them had even a divorce challenge with the wife. And alhamdulillah, I fought for that marriage. It's still on after 10 years when it had broken. And even with that, I advised them on how to make money. The divorce was because the wife wanted to go out to become a maid outside the country. The husband says no. I asked him, what will you be feeding him? What will you feed the wife and you don't have work? Wacheni ujinga, niwaambia nyinyi Waislamu mmekuwa na akili za upumbavu sana. Nilikuwa mkali nikamwambia hivyo. You don't think, you know, you have to think out of the box. Here I am with my wife. Every day he goes to mosque to beg. Now your wife's sister tells your wife, come work with us here. And in 3 years you'll make at least 1 million. What do? You go. As long as the sister is there, let her go. Then she'll be coming every year. I advised them what to do. I told her, let the wife go. Every time she send money, you buy a plot. I showed him where to buy a plot, near my place. He bought a plot. The wife finished. They came, built the house. But unfortunately, now I'm the arch enemy of that brother. Those are how things are in this world. Number 1. Number 2, another person used to come to me every time. Every time, kila siku he come there, give me this. I asked him, why can't you work? Then he said, find me a job. I took him to Pembe. So every time I sent him to Pembe, I didn't know. He got job at Pembe. He never told me. Never. One day, I have a habit of giving people lifts in the morning. That has been my habit. Since I bought the first car, I gave him lift. Then he told me, drop me somewhere. When he dropped, I told him, inshallah, I wish you the best. Why are you dropping here? Where are you going? The slip of tongue, he told me, naenda Pembe kazini. I said, subhanallah. I left my own brother, who was to go at that position. I gave this beggar. He can't even say thank you. We need nothing from you. Just tell me, Sheikh, thank you so much. You got me that job. Huh? Thank you. That's all we need. So if you don't appreciate people, it's very wrong. So inshallah, thank you, Sister Fatima. And inshallah, we have our organization, Peace in Africa. I told you. Please come, let us work together, all of you here, and we see how we can move together, because it's still there and we are still need for people to work together with. So I think, Sister Arfon, you can have your 2-3 minutes, and then we come to our brother, and then we conclude here with this first session.
Mimi naitwa Arfon Abdi, naishi Githurai. Mimi ni mama wa nyumba na nimeshukuru leo kwa kukutana tujuane, na ni vizuri sana tukiwa tunakutana hivi tunaelewana, tunajua ni nini inaendelea. Na nimejua Dr. Hassan kupitia, mara nimesikia kwa radio na mara nimekuja kwa klasi yake ya Arabic. Niko nafundishwa na Mwalimu Abdalla na Anwar.
Ndio, kitambo.
Na mbele siko najua, lakini napenda kujua lugha ya Kiarabu. Bado saa hii sijaelewa kabisa, lakini kuna ile nilishika. Na nilikuwa kwa ngumu kujua Quran, lakini wakati nilikuja nikasoma Arabic, sasa hivi mwenyewe najua kujisomea.
Alhamdulillah.
Nasema hiyo, nashukuru sana Mwenyezi Mungu. Alhamdulillah. Na ningesema lugha ni kitu mzuri, kwa sababu huwezi kaa hapa peke yako, ama unaweza kutana na watu wengine wa kutoka nje na uwe ujui lugha ile huyo mtu anatumia, lakini ukijua lugha itakusaidia kwa matumizi yako, unaweza kupata kazi na inaweza kusaidia hata kwa maendeleo ya mbele, ama unaweza kuwa unasaidia wenye wako nyuma yako. Ile faida umepata kwa klasi ya lugha utasaidia wengine, kwa sababu sio lugha haipotei, bado itakuwa hiyo lugha na itasaidia wengine. So nimesema ni mzuri sana watu waendelee kusoma, na masomo haina udogo, haina ukubwa. Usiseme ati wewe umezeeka, useme wewe umetosheka na masomo. Hata mimi ni mama, niko na watoto na wamemaliza shule, wengine wako shule, lakini naye nawaambiaga tu bado waendelee kusoma, na mimi bado nahitaji kusoma. Masomo haishi. Nasema shukrani.
Asante sana. Kwa hawa wasichana wadogo, kitu muhimu sana so mnapata kwa wamama ni kwa kuwa elimu wamekwambia haishi. So whatever you are doing, don't think you are doing it bakobalize. Think of going very far, and you will go very far, very far. Kwa hivyo mama wa nyumbani, hakuna mtu anaishi kwenye Uislamu kama mama wa nyumbani. In Islam, being a housewife is very important, because they are the ones who take care of our children when you are at work. So those people who, when they are asked, does your wife work? Ati hapana, anasemaga housewife. Sema ndio anafanya kazi. Mimi mtu akuuliza just kama bibi yangu angekuwa nyumbani ningesema does he work? Yes. Where? She's my house manager. Unajua kwanza hata kutumia jina housewife imetumika vibaya kidogo ni wazungu, because to wazungu, you know, the cultures of wazungu and the Muslim are different. For Muslims, being a housewife, you get more thawab than even going to work. In Islam, she's getting more thawab than many of those who go to work because of a lot of things. Kwa wazungu it's different. For wazungu, a housewife is yani someone, she has nothing to do. That's the problem with the cultures, and that's why it's good to understand cultures. So to in Islam, kama yuko Saudia aseme housewife, ama Somalia ama Kuwait, anaheshimika sana, heshima kubwa sana pewa. Lakini no, in the Western world it's different, but now they have started seeing the thing. Hata Western countries wameanza kuelewa wanawake ka nyumbani ni mzuri kwa sababu ya watoto wao. Hata sahi they are doing that. So you understand these things, inshallah. My brother, it's your time.
So alhamdulillah, my name is Abu Bakar Salihu. I'm from Nigeria, and decided to come to Kenya due to so many reasons. One, by my background, my parents are military. So you know the military are disciplined, they are so disciplined. So I grew up as someone who is so nervous, and I realized the best place for me to go and further my studies is to go to my own African country, because most of my friends, they went to Malaysia, some to India, some to China. So because of that, my background as a nervous person, you know, a nervous person gets so easily irritated, easily angry, and you know the white countries,